Hey friends, Sleepy here, and welcome to my 2022 game room tour. This has actually been one of my most requested videos over the years. I have filmed two game room tour videos in the past. One at my old apartment we lived in, and I have filmed one a few years ago here at this new place that we're at. But it's been a while, though, since I showed you guys the game room, and I have had people reach out to me if I was ever going to do another updated one to show how the game room has changed, because it actually has changed quite a bit over the years of us living here. I've acquired new games, I've got new collectibles and stuff on the shelves, and I've rearranged stuff and added actually new shelves into the room, and I've also rearranged it a couple times, and we actually finally have it the way I like. And so I figured, it's finally time, or here in 2022, to share with you guys all the changes that have come to the game room. So I hope you guys enjoy this look at my game room, as most of you only ever see the little view here behind me and collectibles, but normally you guys don't see the rest of the game room. So today you guys will get a chance to see the rest of the game room. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys do have one of your own game room tour videos up there, let me know, as I'd love to check it out and see how you guys have your game room set up. Hope you guys enjoy the video. We'll get started here soon. Alright guys, so we'll start off, give you guys a quick little overview of my main gaming wall here. This is the main focal point of my collection on this massive wall of bookshelves, which is actually 6 large ones and 2 little ones. So we will go into a lot more detail, obviously. I just want to give you guys a quick little overview. I also will apologize if there's any lighting issues today, as it's kind of a dark and gloomy day out. It's cloudy, and so the lighting is not the best, and I will have to go grab a lamp for the corner by the door there, as it'll be easier to see with another light source there. But we'll get started here. So up above our sliding door that goes out onto our little deck out there, I do have 3 of my Star Trek The Next Generation action figures still in the box up there. Love Star Trek, one of my absolute favorite sci-fi series, and I do own quite a few of this little Star Trek collectible figures, but most of them are actually put away in storage right now. But these are the 3 that I have here at the house. I have one more on one of my game shelves. Now on the top of my main gaming wall is where I have all my collector's editions, big box games, peripherals, and stuff like that. So like I have my Silent Scope complete, which has the light rifle for the original Xbox, Pump It Up Exceeds dance pad. There was a Real World Golf little golf controller, Robotech Collector's Edition, some of my extra Xbox 360 boxes. There's that Sega Genesis portable console I got from work for like $5. Kind of crappy sound, but for $5, it wasn't bad. I also have an original Xbox media center up there, which you could turn your original Xbox into a media to play movies and music and stuff, which is kind of cool. And then I also have some of my Skylander collector things up there. There's that Tony Hawk's Project 8 for original Xbox that came with a skate deck, a very hard to find collector's edition that they had exclusive to Target, which is pretty cool. Some Sega Pico games up there and a Star Trek game. There's my Fallout 4 Pip-Boy edition for Xbox One. Very cool. Really love that thing. My Magnavox Odyssey 2, an old console from 1977. And a lot of people probably have never heard of this console, but Sega did make an official children's learning computer console type thing, which I do have some games for. I got that at a thrift store for like $15. It is complete, and I do have some games for it, and I do at some point need to make a video of it because somebody wanted to see how it played. It's just a little child's thing, but a lot of people don't know about that Sega Pico, so it was just pretty neat finding it. When I saw that there, I had to get it and did research on it and never knew about it. Just really cool. I have a couple of my box PlayStation 1s, which are in there. My box for the PlayStation 3. Some more collector's edition here. I have my Two Worlds 2 collector's edition, which was missing the outer sleeve, but it wasn't a huge deal. I have 2 copies of Aliens vs. No, that's Aliens Colonial Marines, the collector's edition for it. I know a lot of people hated that game. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was great. I have my Dark Souls 2 Collector's Edition, and then I have the Grand Theft Auto 5 Collector's Edition for Xbox 360 and PS3. The reason I have the PS3 version is it used to be my brother's, but he gave it to me as he no longer wanted it. And next to that, we've got Dark Souls 3 Collector's Edition, which I'm a huge fan of the Dark Souls series. I love that Collector's Edition. It has a really cool figure in it. There's also my Lego Dimensions set for Xbox One, which I love that game. Really cool. My brother gave me his Xbox 360 Resident Evil 5 Limited Edition Red Elite console in the box, so I've got that. I also have my Gears of War 3 Epic Edition, which Gears of War is a very amazing series and one of my favorite Xbox 360 exclusive titles. I mean, it's, you know, they got ported to PC, and some of the earlier games got remastered for the Xbox One, but I really love that series. It was so awesome. I also have the Elder Scrolls Online Collector's Edition I got from GameStop. I have my Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus Collector's Edition with the Terribility doll. There's my original Nintendo 64 box that came with the Atomic Purple controller. I got that for Christmas. The Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim Collector's Edition, which I got brand new for $60 at GameStop. They had it there on clearance. I don't remember how much that thing really originally cost, but they had it on clearance, so I bought a couple of Mario puzzles, my original PS2 box, another PS1 box. I also have, for my different Wii consoles, I have a white Wii, a red Wii, a black Wii, so I've got boxes for those. Another Xbox 360 box. There's a Monopoly Mario Kart 1 up there I got from Five Below. My original Xbox One Day 1 Launch Edition box is up there. An old Xbox Live headset that you used to buy when you would get Xbox Live. You actually could buy boxes with the headset for the original Xbox, so pretty cool. The box for my PlayStation Vita and my Wii U box. And then I do have a Xbox One controller box up there up the top. So we'll come back and look on the actual shelves where I keep my games. Now, I'm not going to really go into too much detail about this collection here. This is my original Xbox collection. I actually do have a collection video on my channel going over my entire original Xbox collection. I actually own a complete North American original Xbox set. Every game that was released here in North America I have, along with variants, and you will see some doubles. Some of those were gifts, or there was a variant or something for it that came with a bonus comic book or a bonus DVD or something. So that's why you'll see some of those. And then I also have some old rental copies from old video stores and stuff, because I used to love going to a rental store. So I do have some rental copies that I have collected. And like I said, if you guys want to see these in more detail, check out my original Xbox collection video, as I actually do go into detail over every single title. I do mention every title that I have and talk a little about it. If it's a variant, you know, I will explain about it. I do have some of my 360 titles sitting on top because I had to make room, as obviously I ran out of room on the shelves for all the games. So you will see some doubles up there. Like this is a promotional Xbox Master lightsaber. Was a promotional lightsaber. It does light up and stuff. It's really cool that they had for promoting one of the Star Wars games on 360, and some other little collectibles and stuff. Now some of my shelves do now have other, like, collector's editions, like this Valkyria 4 Chronicles for Xbox One still sealed, the Doom Eternal lunchbox, which was a pre-order bonus for pre-ordering Doom Eternal at GameStop. I also have my little Star Trek stand here with my Star Trek figures from Star Trek DS9, Classic Star Trek, and Star Trek The Next Generation. Have my little Legend of Zelda Master Sword lamp that my buddy Jeff gave to me for Christmas last year. It does light up really neat. And then just some more of my Xbox collection there. Like I said, check it out if you want to see it in more detail. Some more original Xbox titles that we've got there. The three little baby Yodas that you guys see in my videos are just chilling on the shelf. There's more Xbox games behind them. And then down here, I have some more of my Nintendo plushes, Mario and Luigi. I also have a Super Saiyan Blue Goku. And then I have that raccoon from the Overcooked game, which I really like the Overcooked games. It's a really fun family game to play, multiplayer with friends and stuff. And then on the bottom shelf, some more Xbox games. Another little Luigi doll, and then something that I really love here is my Yakuza 6, The Song of Life, After Hours Premium Edition. I finally acquired that after all of these years. I wanted to get it for the collection, and I was able to find one for a really good price, so very happy to have that. There's my box from Limited Run that guy Terminator Resistance came in. There's a cup for Xbox Series X. I don't remember, I think Taco Bell or something I got that from, so I just kept it as a little collector item, washed it out. Bought this Call of Duty Ghosts Collector's Edition for $360. Did not pay no $120 for it. I remember what I paid, maybe $15 or something, but it was still sealed, so I added that to the collection. Some more 360 original Xbox games. I have a little Goomba plush that I found recently at a thrift store, and a little Yoshi plush, and then behind him is my Mark Echoes Contents, Under Pressure, Getting Up, something like that. It's a limited edition, collector's edition. Getting really hard to find this now, so very happy that I have that. And I also have my Rainbow Six 3 collector's editions that came with headsets. I have the PAL version and the American version. The American version is pretty tough to find these days, but it was a really neat, unique piece back in the day, being able to communicate with people through a headset as you played the game. So very innovative for the time, but it was pretty cool. Down here, some more games, and then I do have my Cat Quest plush, which I absolutely love Cat Quest. I have it on the Nintendo Switch, and I also have Cat Quest 2. They are talking about releasing a Cat Quest 3. Unfortunately, this is completely sold out. I can't remember the name of the store that I bought it from, but they have like very limited prints of these. You know, like they'll make 500 or 600 or 200 of them, and once they're gone, they're gone, and they are priced pretty cheap. So I have the main hero there, and then his little sidekick, which is cool. This is a very special piece for me. This is the Terminator Resistance Enhanced Edition that I got for, I think it was $60, brand new from Limited Run. It's when they remastered it for the PlayStation 5. This is a little collector's edition of it. They only had so many printed, and you know, Limited Run only makes so many, and it got sold out quickly. And there's actually one here locally they're trying to get $300 for. They have gone down online as the demand isn't that great for it, but I absolutely loved the game, and I bought this strictly as a shelf piece to keep sealed forever, so I could help support the devs from a game I absolutely love, because I own it on Xbox One. I don't have a PS5. Even if I do get a PS5, I'd just buy a digital version. This I bought strictly as a collector's piece, and I'm going to keep it sealed. It was a way for me to help support the devs, because they did an amazing job on it. One of the best Terminator games I have ever played. So if you guys have never played Terminator Resistance, you need to play it. It's awesome. And next to that, I have a Luigi in a Tanuki suit. And then down here, you guys will see, and you guys see in my videos, you can see another one of my Star Trek figures, LaForge, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, the very first episode on VHS. I found it at a thrift store for $0.25. And then they also had this Star Trek encyclopedia, which talks about the ships and the characters and stuff. There's actually, I have the book version of it, and this is the CD companion piece to it. It has a couple discs on it. Very cool. There's also my plush Thwomp, which I got from my buddy Jeff 1 year for Christmas. He gets me just like the greatest stuff, so I really appreciate him. And then down here, I just have an extra Wild Arms case, some Star Trek books I need to put away. I do have my Mafia 3 Collector's Edition, which actually came with the soundtrack on vinyl in there, so it's really heavy. And then I also have the Collector's Edition strategy guide right next to it. Normally, it sits like this right now, but I wanted to move it just so you guys could see what the Collector's Edition looks like. But that is awesome Collector's Edition. Love it. I beat the first 2 Mafia games, and I'm working on beating Mafia 3. I'm pretty far into it. I do need to resume at some point. Moving on to the next shelf. Now, I do have more Xbox One and 360 games behind these, but I've just built up so many Xbox One titles lately that I have not had a chance uh, to rearrange this, and unfortunately, just due to limited space, it is what it is. So I know some people might get upset with because it's cluttered, but it is what it is. And then I do have some more of my Xbox One games because the Xbox One is a really good console. I really do love it. I wasn't liking it for the first like 5 or so years. Wasn't playing it as much, but in the last like 4 or 5 years now, I've really been getting into playing it and collecting and getting all these great titles and stuff that I have missed out on. Love it. Like I said, there's going to be more 360 stuff, collector's edition hiding behind it, but I'm not going to move it as that would take a lot of work right now that I don't feel like doing. So more of my 360 games. There's a Waluigi. There's a Slimer plush that my wife got me for Christmas. There's a little Sonic toy that I found at a thrift store. I think they came from like Burger King or McDonald's. And then there's a little singing rabbit who sings Kung Fu Fighting if you push his hand. Down below there's more 360 titles, and then a very special piece too in my original Xbox collection is this Xbox Music Mixer. It is still sealed, and the original owner had this signed by the developers and the voice actors who worked on the game. There's also people that signed on the back and stuff. Very cool. Pretty much a unique collection that's really hard to find one of these. I don't know if there's any more of these. I was just happening to look for this Xbox Music version for my set. I just wanted to have it sealed for the collection, and I happened to find this one that was all signed and everything. It was priced really cheap too, so it's pretty much a one-of-a-kind, as I don't know of anybody else that has one, as you would have to go to the developers and have them sign it. So somebody did. Very cool. And actually, I think, now I'm remembering, because it's been freaking forever that I got this, like maybe 5 years or more. I'm pretty sure that this is actually one of the developers' copies, and that they gave it to them or something, and somehow someone else got it and sold it. But really cool piece either way. There's my entire Nintendo Switch collection, which is in front of some more 360 games, which I can't believe how much my Nintendo Switch collection has grown over the years, as I didn't think I'd find that many titles that I like for it, but I actually have, so quite a few of them there. Some good recommendations from you guys, so I really like that. Have a little Mario playset that I found at a game store for a couple dollars. Kind of cool to have on the shelf. My Fable 3 Collector's Edition, and then some of my Wii U titles. And a couple Wii, and another one of my Nintendo Switch title, the Sonic Mania Plus. And we'll move on to the last lot. Alright, now we'll take a look at the final big shelf here. I actually had to edit the little last part of this video, as this shelf was just way too dark without the lighting, so I went and grabbed the lamp from the room that I meant to do earlier, so now you guys can actually see the shelves. So on this shelf I do have more of my Xbox One collection there, some of the collector's editions on top. But one thing I really love about this shelf is it does hold my Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening collector's Slurpee cups that were from 7-Eleven, but it was exclusive to only Canada. I ordered them as soon as they were available from a seller on eBay, and they shipped them. It was pretty cheap, and I really love them. They're really cool. That was a really good game on the Nintendo Switch I actually need to beat, and just neat. Pretty cool. Little collector cups that you would get a drink, Slurpee or pop or something, and you could buy those. Just really neat. I have a little Crash Bandicoot little bobblehead from the Crash Team Racing's little promotional item as a pre-order bonus from one of the stores. And behind him is the Super Mario Bros. 35th Anniversary Collector Pin Set that I got from Nintendo. They had a special promotion going on, and you had to fill out surveys and little things to unlock this reward and the chance to get it. And it was just such a hassle. I also had to buy one of the games for the Switch to qualify for it. And I just happened to be on the website when it went live at like noon, and a random day I was just on their website checking stuff out, and it went live. And I was able to secure my code for it, but the website crashed because I had so many people flooding the site. It crashed. And I really felt bad for so many people who missed out on these. And of course, you had all the scalping assholes who were on eBay reselling them for, crazy amounts of money, trying to take advantage of people. Just really shitty. But I was able to secure my first set, and I absolutely love having it, as Mario is my absolute favorite character of all times, and Super Mario Brothers for the regular Nintendo is what got me into video games and collecting, so it has a very special place in my heart, and so I had to have it, the 35th anniversary collector's set, so glad I have that. And then they also released the Super Mario Brothers 35 anniversary collector's pin set 2, which is a lot easier to get, but you still had to buy a game and fill out. Luckily the site didn't crash and it was a lot easier for me to get those. Came shipped in the mail, I just had to pay for shipping for them. Absolutely love having those in collection, very special to me. Now there was a third set of these that I saw at a game store recently that came in a black set. They had both pin sets together. I don't know how that one was. I don't know much info about it. I just happened to see it there and I'm like, oh, that'd be kind of cool to get. And then I look at the price, $480. Like, well, it ain't $480 cool, so I'll be fine with the ones I have. So really neat having those in the collection. On this shelf, I do have some of my Xbox 360 collector edition. Like I have one of the Lego Harry Potter collector editions, which comes with the collectible Harry figure. Madden 20 Collector's Edition, Prototype 2 Collector's Edition, my Fallout New Vegas Collector's Edition, which I got from Best Buy. This is the Damage Inc. Pacific Squadron World War II Flight Simulator game that came with a flight stick, which is cool. SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, it was my brother's, he gave it to me. It was an exclusive collector's edition for GameStop and EB Games, back when those two companies were merged together, and then, you know, I think EB Games is like just in Canada now. I have my collector's edition for Alan Wake. Absolutely an amazing game. Love it. I have the remaster. I beat it. Love to have that. I got my Dead Space 2 collector's edition, which has a replica plasma cutter in there. Awesome. Halo Wars collector's edition. And then Splinter Cell Conviction collector's edition. I actually have 2 of them. Got them dirt cheap at the thrift store. It came with a thumb drive that's supposed to have all like this like collectible things on it. However, all the flash drives, the data was corrupted on them and they don't work, sadly. My Two Worlds collector's edition, which I love the game. I got a lot of hate, but I absolutely loved it. Another one of my prized possessions here is my Aliens vs. Predator collector's edition, which came with a face hugger and the game and a steelbook. I actually had to piece it together from different sellers on eBay, but I got it for pretty cheap that way. My Gears of War 1 Collector's Edition, Gears of War 2 Limited Edition, Mass Effect 2 and 3 Collector's Edition, the Enchanted Arms game, and then Halo Reach Collector's Edition. You know, there was a legendary one that came with a helmet, but I did not get that one. I got this really cool Club Nintendo collector's piece here of Bowser and the Mario gang. These were back when they had Club Nintendo. You earn coins by buying titles, and then at the end of the year you could turn them in for different reward levels. Like they had a platinum and a gold level, and the platinum one was like the best one. I actually found this at a game store here locally, box, and I actually have 2 of them. There's the other one there, and they were really cheap. So I was so happy to add those to the collection. I also have these cool little Gears of War collector guys, which we had them at my work for a long time, and they were like $6. They just never sold, and then I got them for like $1 on clearance, and I bought them all. And every box is guaranteed to have one of each character in it, so that you don't get any doubles. And so I got those, and of course they had different rare like variant versions, and like this guy, I can't remember what it from Gears of War 4 what the enemy's called, but this orange version was like a special rare version of it that I got. So really cool. Love having those dudes. They just guard it. And then normally up here I have my new Super Mario Brothers mug. I just moved it so you guys could see the pin set, but I do keep that up on the shelf. I just got that last year from my parents. I don't drink coffee. I just like hot chocolate and stuff, and I don't like to use those collectible cups like that because if you wash them, you know, it starts ruining them. I just like to have them for a collector piece, so I just leave it up there on the shelf. Down here, we get to see some more of my 360 titles, which I absolutely love. Xbox 360, my favorite 7th gen console. Love it more than the PlayStation 3, even though I still do like the PS3. It's absolute favorite console. Xbox 360, I have over 500 titles, and I've beat quite a few of them. Maybe I can use my head a little bit to block the glare. Sorry about that. But there's my Star Wars, the Force Unleashed 2 Collector's Edition, which I pieced together, and then I was missing the digital content. Luckily, a friend on Facebook actually sent me his files from his, so I was able to complete that. And then I have a very special BioShock limited edition collector's edition that comes with a Big Daddy figure, and they're very awesome. I got that for a great price as well. And then there's some more of the 360 titles under there. Down here, even more Xbox 360 titles, and this really cool little canvas print of the Koopa Kids I got from the game store. It was like only $5. Really cool. I need to hang it on the wall somewhere. I've just been sitting there. I absolutely loved the Ghostbusters video game on the 360, and these were the different store variants I had to get for special games. Sacred 2, I have 2 copies for because it's a multiplayer game, and I have more than one 360, and my buddy and I used to play here locally at my house. We'd each play on our own TV screen and play co-op through Xbox Live, so that's why I have 2 copies of that one. Down below is some of my Sega Dreamcast collection, the demo discs, and then there are some titles I have like Speed Devils and Shadow Man and Dino Crisis and Blue Stinger, Vigilante 8 Second Offense, and there's a couple Sega Saturn ones. These were all loose discs, and I go to a website called thecoverproject.net, and people have created covers for them, and so it's pretty cool when you don't have a case for it. You know, disc only, no, they have these nice little cases they created, and they look great in little DVD ones, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, they do have some in the CD kind you can print out, but I just prefer them in those DVD style myself. Some of my 360 games, like Mafia 2, and my Mafia 2 Platinum Hits, which has the DLC on it, pretty cool. Fallout 3, DLC, Deadly Premonitions, an awesome game. Some more 360 Wii U titles, some more custom Wii covers that are black ones that I got from the Cover Project, which are neat. Some of my Game Boy Advance games, which I have in Nintendo DS cases with printed covers out for them from the Cover Project. Makes them look awesome. Of course, they don't have everything, but anytime I can find a cover they have one, I'll get one printed up. Some of my DS and 3DS titles. Also have the special edition for Fire Emblem Warriors for Nintendo Switch. Shakedown Hawaii. Collector's edition for Wii U, very hard to get nowadays, so glad that I got that for a good price on eBay. I have Ori and the Will of the Wisps Collector's edition for Xbox One, got that on clearance at GameStop. And then Tokyo Mirage Sessions FE for Wii U, the Collector's edition there. And behind this, guys, I have the rest of my Wii U collection and some Wii games there as well. So that's all the big shelves, guys, and now we'll move on to the little section over here where the collectibles are at. Have all my amiibos there, which I love collecting amiibos, but they have just gotten so expensive here locally. Some of this stuff now are $25, $30, $40, $50, $100 for them, and even when they're loose, they're kind of expensive. So I don't really collect too much amiibos anymore because of that. Got a little Ninja Turtles thermos I got from my parents, a Mario and Luigi wallet from my wife, some little Mario collectible cards. There's the Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival for Wii U, a Mario ball, really cool Super Mario Brothers Super Show VHS tape, some little Mario collectible toys. There's an old little Mario Easter egg with some candies and stuff in it, which I never opened, so just a display piece. The candy's a few years old now, so I wouldn't eat that. My Yoshi's Woolly World with the collectible Yoshi amiibo, and then the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD remake with the collectible amiibo now. Both of those are going for quite a bit of money, pretty expensive these days. There's a pink Yoshi that I got at a thrift store when we were on vacation. My wife has stolen it, instead it's hers, so she took it. There's also my Mario Party 10 and Captain Toad Treasure Tracker little ones. Both of those also came with little amiibo collectors. There's my Platinum playing cards from Club Nintendo, a Mario little car, and then Super Mario Maker for the Wii U. Had some little promotional things like this cool little snow globe and then a Rubik's Cube. My wife found these at Five Below. It's a Super Mario bath bomb. I have a little question block. I just leave it there. Just a little bullet bill. My Donkey Kong bongos in box, which I got at the thrift store. You can play Donkey Konga, Konga 2, and Jungle Beat, which is a really fun game. So I have a bunch of the extra bongos. Some more little collectible toys. My Nintendo Switch box. a Mario figure I got from my parents. My buddy Alex gave me his old Game Boy Walmart arcade exclusive set. The Game Boy is in there, has everything that came with it, even the coupons, because he never used it. He's not into gaming anymore, so he just gave it to me. Pretty cool. Xbox 360 little, it was sleeping shorts that my brother had, and he just gave me the collectible tin. And then there's a little tin there of the question block. They used to have candies and stuff in it. And then over here we have a Rick Grimes collectible plush I got from my brother. He also gave me this old vintage 80s Mario figure. Really sweet. I love him. It's a really cool plush. Love him, how old he looks, and it's just neat. And when Mario's overalls were red and blue instead of the other way around like they are today. A cool Crash Bandicoot plush that my wife's been trying to steal from me, but I won't let her. There's another Yoshi, Luigi as in a Tanuki suit. There's the Little Caesars mascot as a plush. Got that from Little Caesars Pizza one time. A pink Yoshi. My wife's yellow M&M that she loves. Some Pikmin. There's a rabbit. I can't remember what he's from. A Mario plush. There's a Harvest Moon sheep plush I got from a buddy. A baby Mario. And then there's I can't remember what his name was. I know Slippy was the frog, but I can't remember from Star Fox what the rabbit's name is. If you guys probably remember, just tell me what it is in the comments. I can't remember his name. I don't think it was Slappy, but he's the rabbit from there though. So pretty cool to get those. And then I have a little World of Nintendo collector's box there. And then in this big shelving unit here, you guys can see all of my PlayStation 1 games. Has some pretty amazing titles here, and collector's editions for PlayStation 1. I do have a detailed look at my PlayStation 1, so be sure to check out that PlayStation 1 collection video if you guys want to see all the titles I have. I do have some really amazing games. Some of my favorite ones are on this shelf here. And then, like I said, my collector's edition, Lunar Silver Star Story Complete, the first one, and Lunar 2, and Arc the Lag Collection. These three have become super expensive. I got them locally at a game store a few years ago for pretty good prices, and now they're just absolutely insane because of the pandemic. And then we've got some more of my PlayStation 1 games. As you can see, like I said, make sure you guys check out my PlayStation 1 collection video if you guys want to see them in detail. Then over here, I have some of my long box PlayStation 1 games, which I absolutely love long boxes. There's different kinds, like the kind that have the big plastic hinge. These are the ones that could break easy. Then you also had some, they're like a cardboard type thing, which is cool. There's actually 3 different kinds, and I have quite a few of those. That's not all of them. Most of them are put away in storage, but these are the ones I have acquired since I got here. This is the Walking Dead Telltale series collector's edition that came with the comic book of the series, which is really awesome. And then there's just a vacuum piece. I don't know why the hell that's there. Some extra candles, some more PlayStation 1 games. There's also a couple Dreamcast titles there and some more in there. And then down here, actually has some of my Japanese and import and bootleg PlayStation 1 games. And then we have more PlayStation games as you go up at the top. There's a Star Wars Porg, I think they're called. If you squeeze him, he makes noises from the newer Star Wars series, which I'm not really a big fan of him, but I just thought that guy looked kind of cool, so I picked him up. My wife got me this Mr. Drippy plush, which is from the Ni no Kuni series, and we thought it was going to be really small because that's what it looked like online, and it arrived in a box, and it was absolutely huge, which is cool because he's a Lord of the Fairies, and if you play the English version, he actually is voiced by a Welsh actor, and so he has the Welsh accent that my wife loves and I love, so it's just really cool we have them. I got this green Yoshi at my local game store to replace the pink one that my wife had stolen from me, and he was still in a box. I have a rabbit there that we found at the thrift store, and then there's a little Mario knit cap that my wife got me. Behind that, have my original Donatello plush from the old Turtle series from the 80s, so that's really cool. Some little Mario figures and stuff that I've bought at the game stores over the years, and then more PlayStation 1 games, and then I do have more little Mario collectibles there, including the old McDonald's Super Mario Brothers 3 ones that are really hard to get. So I got those and some more little things. And behind them is my Sega Dreamcast collection. Not everything, but bulk of it that I have here with me are here on the shelf. And you guys can see an old price. Paid $5 for Hidden Danger and $10 for Ready to Rumble back when I was in high school. I love the Sega Dreamcast. Absolutely wonderful console. At the time, there were some people who didn't really like it. Now it's got like a cult following, but I love it. It's an amazing console. If you've never got a chance to experience it, you have to play it at some point in your life. If you're a fan of Sega, the Dreamcast is just amazing. It came out, you know, it was like ahead of the time, but because it didn't have a DVD drive, that's what kind of killed it and couldn't compete with the PS2, but I loved it. It's an amazing console. I really wish we would have had more and that they could have stayed around. Now, we'll take a look here around the door trim. Some little things I put on display, like I have a Mario keychain. There's a little Mario figure got on clearance from work. Another little Mario figure that was exclusive to my store that I work at. Some Crash Bandicoot pens that my wife got me for Christmas. She also got me some Pez. There's a little Mario school set that I got clearance at work. Put it on display. It looks pretty neat. And then I got this collectible coin set for Super Mario Bros. 64, Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy when they released that Super Mario 3D All-Stars. They had these on clearance at Best Buy, and I bought one for my collection, which is cool because they're hard to find now. Up above the door, I do have some of my Skylanders in the box and cases, so they are sitting up there. There's a Legend of Zelda, a little sign that my buddy gave me. There's also a cool little Game Boy case. And then there's my Tetris. These were $20 at my work, but I got them on clearance. They were 90% off, so I got them for $2 a piece. And little Pac-Man and stuff, and they do actually work. I think they'll, yeah, you can see they still work and make noise. But eventually, you know, the batteries will die and then they won't work anymore. Which is kind of cool. And then my buddy Jeff again gave me some men's sleeping pants, but he didn't realize that he grabbed the extra large, and they're way too big for me. And by the time he realized that he had already was past it, he got me for Christmas and couldn't return them, so I just kept them as a little place to display. And then I got another amiibo and a little Mario figure. Alright guys, give me a moment here and I can get the light turned and stuff moved over so we can check out the next sections. Alright, now I got the light moved, so now we can move on to the next section of the game room, which will start up top. There's a very sweet katana controller for Onimusha 3 Demon Siege. It's an actual katana controller. You actually swing it to play. It's absolutely terrible using it, but it's a really cool display piece because you have a little stand there. You can have the sword on display. Limited edition of it. There was only so many of those made for PlayStation 2, and I got it from a game store that was closing down. The guy gave me an amazing deal on the last day as he was looking to get rid of stuff. I also have my Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3 limited edition. I remember pre-ordering that, picking it up at GameStop. It's awesome. Pump It Up Exceeds another dance pad, some Japanese original Xbox Collector's Edition, Dance Dance Revolution controller, mat, Skylanders for Wii U, and then for Christmas, my parents got me the Ninja Gaiden 3 Collector's Edition, which is awesome. There's also an Xbox One headset that I got at Goodwill, which I use on my Xbox One. Love it. It's fantastic. This is my main PlayStation area where I have my PlayStation 4 collection. There's some Japanese import N64 games here that I need to put away. But behind these PS4 games are some of my PS3 games. Not all of them, but just ones I have here at the house. Absolutely love the Samurai Warriors series, so I have a bunch that are on PS4 exclusive. Some Dynasty Warriors, the Star Wars Racer and Republic Commando, and Star Wars Jedi Knight Collection, which were physical on PS4 only. Xbox One are only digital, so I got those. The Yakuza 0, Yakuza Kiwami 1 Steelbook, and Yakuza Kiwami 2 Steelbook was very hard to find. This one was expensive too. I paid like $70 for it, which was new when it was new, but I got that. The Yakuza Collectors Collection has all the different Yakuza games spot there, and then Yakuza 6. And then I also have this Daymare one, which I want to get. I got the collector edition of that from GameStop, Black Edition. Very happy to have that. Down on this shelf, some more of my PS4 games, like my really love Space Hulk Deathwing, my Warhammer 40,000 games, Warhammer 40,000 Deathwatch, Space Hulk Ascension, some other PS4 titles here. More PS4 titles. Now behind them are actually some of the GameCube games. It's not all of them, and some PS2 and stuff. It's just, you know, I've run out of shelving space here, so stuff's hiding behind stuff, which I know some people hate, but it is what it is. We just do what we have to do. My PlayStation Vita collection, which I recently got a PlayStation Vita, I think it was last year I picked it up, and slowly buying games. I don't like loose games for handhelds. I like them to have their case, so I've been passing on them, trying to find them in good condition, and they are really expensive, but I get them when I can get them for a good price, so that's my little PS Vita collection. I only collect Vita games I'm actually going to play, no filler, no garbage. PlayStation 3. Down here we have a bunch of my PlayStation 2 titles, some of my Wii, and then my N64 games, which are in little collectible cases that you can't buy anymore. And then I got covers printed out from the Cover Project, some more of the PS2 games here, some Wii titles, and then down in these shelves are the rest of those 64 games in those little collectible cases that make it look like they're the box, which is cool. Some Wii games, a boxed Nintendo game that I recently got at a little thrift store that helps the animal shelter. Got that for like $5 or $10. It was a good deal. And the bottom shelf is more Nintendo 64 games. And then I have a really cool Rossetti plush. I remember my brother... No, not my brother, geez. Well, yeah, he messed with them too sometimes. But my son, when we used to play the GameCube version, sometimes he would shut it off without, and the little Rossetti would show up and yell at him. And so he liked doing that and shutting it off all the time to get him mad. And then he would laugh as a little kid. So I have that Rossetti plush there just for that. It reminds me of my son when he was little, which is crazy. My son's going to be freaking 18 this year. So, man, time really does fly. And now this next section here are where we keep our DVD collections, the TV shows and DVDs. But I do have some collectibles and things up, like some plushes up there. My Max Payne 3 special edition with the figure in there. I love that. Some of my Funko Pops, which I'm not a huge Funko Pop collector, but my wife likes to collect, so most of these are hers. There's also some more plush up there, and then some other of her Harry Potter stuff. And then on this side I have Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception Collector's Edition with the figure, which I don't have a whole lot of PlayStation Collector's Edition, but I do have a few. And then some more plushes, and then just DVDs and stuff, which I don't go into too much details on these. I recently just got this brand new at a thrift store for $3. I couldn't say no to it. It's an extra. I already have it. It's the Star Trek Season 7, but it was brand new for $3. Hell no, I could not say no. And then I have my Star Trek Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager box sets. Some of my, like, Beast Wars, Inuyasha. I absolutely love this. This is 20 seasons of Law & Order, the complete series, which they actually just started reviving the series. And then I have 17 seasons of Law & Order SV, which I need to get the new ones. And then these are some of my computer games, like the Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds, Star Wars Empires at War, and then my new Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War 1 and 2 games for the PC, which I'm looking forward to playing. Those are awesome games. My Ninja Turtles collection of the TV show, and then some more like Married with Children, Kirby Enthusiasm. So, you know, just a bunch of different little box sets. These shelves are cluttered. There's like my original Star Trek seasons. There's just some family photos and stuff, and some more not collectors, but more TV shows, as I do like to have. Now, let me move this light over here. There you guys. Now you guys will be able to see better. TV shows and DVDs, as I basically have my own Netflix here at home. Like, there's Tales from the Crypt. There's my wife's Gizmo Furby plush that I got her at the thrift store. And then some more of those shows and stuff. Game of Thrones, which my wife and I are working on. And then I have 19 of the 20 seasons of Simpsons released on DVD, which we absolutely love. The Simpsons. There's also the Starship Trooper Roughnecks. Was an old cartoon I used to watch as a kid, and they re-released them on DVD, so I've been collecting those to get the whole show. And then over here is my PSP collection, which is another one of these consoles that I don't get any filler for unless someone gave me a title. Only ones I actually want to play, no filler, and they have to have the case. I don't like them loose. And hiding behind these is my old Dragon Ball Z DVDs. I have the entire show running on DVD. I saw somebody actually had this set one time for sale on eBay a couple of years ago, and they wanted $3,500 for the entire set, which is just absolutely nuts. Some of the box sets of those now at my game stores, when they do have them, which isn't often, they want like 50, 100, 200 bucks for one with just a couple of DVDs. So just absolutely insane what some of that stuff's worth now. But got all my PSP games here, so many wonderful games, and then on this shelf I have a bunch of my 3DS and Game Boy Advance titles actually hiding behind the PSP games, so I need to get them. I just moved this. A lot of good titles here, just some great games were released on the PSP, and I love playing. It's an awesome little portable handheld console that is great. It wasn't able to beat Nintendo and its DS and 3DS, but it was still a great console. I have my Titan Quest Collector's Edition, which is awesome. That was really hard to find. Got it on eBay for a good deal. My wife and I found that cool little Energizer Bunny plush. There is another version of the Mario 80s figure from Applause, which I got, which is cool. There's a hard-to-find Nintendo 64 Mario doll, which I don't even know where it came from. I've had it for a long time. Some Yoshi plushes and a Tails plush, and then this giant World of Nintendo Fire Mario my brother got me for Christmas one year, and then there's he's wearing a Cappy plush that I got at GameStop, and then there's also a Bullet Bill plush, and then up top we have Kirby plush, a Wicket plush from Star Wars, and a singing a singing Gremlins Mogwai. It's Gizmo, and it sings the song that he does. I got these, the Toki Retro Collector Edition that comes with a little stand to build an arcade to turn your Switch into like an arcade. Got them both on clearance at GameStop. It was like $5 or something, so I have one open and one sealed. And then my brother gave me this really cool Assassin's Creed Valhalla Ragnarok Edition figure. He bought two of them. One for him and one for me, so really neat little piece. And then we'll move on to the last shelf over here, guys, which, let me get that light there so you guys can see. So this is the rest of our DVDs and Blu-rays, and this shelf is really cluttered and dirty. We've just been putting kind of crap on here and extra movies and stuff, and so I gotta get this cleaned up at some point. There's my wife's Smurf that she stole from me that was mine from my mom, but now it's hers because she took it, but it's okay. But the main thing I wanted to show you guys was some of my collector editions that I keep up here, which is my Ni no Kuni 2 Collector's Edition, which there's only so many of those, and they're each one numbered. My God of War Stone Mason Edition, which is awesome. I got it for a good deal at the game store here locally. I also got the Splinter Cell Blacklist Paladin Edition, which it does have the RC plane is in there, and you can actually fly it, which I'm not going to because I wouldn't want it to get damaged. And then I got that at Half Price Books on clearance. Was a Killzone 3 Hellgas Edition. Had everything but the art book, but I bought the art book for cheap on eBay. So give me you guys a moment here, and I'll show you guys the last area of the game room. Alright, so over here, I have my awesome gaming PC that my brother built and gave to me. Very powerful, worth like $1,500, and he just gave it to me because he built himself a new one that's even better than this one. All good for my gaming needs and everything. We just have a little HD monitor and our little desk where we're able to play games and use the internet and, all that kind of stuff. And then I have my brand new 65-inch 4K TV that my brother donated to me because he upgraded to a 77-inch 4K Ultra HD TV. Really awesome. I love the picture quality on this TV. You guys have seen it in my weekly playlist video. The TV is so big that I had to split my two little TV stands that used to be next to each other so that it was far apart enough for it to hold the TV. And then I have my PlayStation 4 Pro, which is the white one. I got that also from my brother for my birthday. He's given me some really amazing gifts over the years. Like, he just keeps topping him, so and I just get him gift cards and stuff because I feel bad like I don't give him stuff as amazing, and he's like, "God, don't worry about it, bro." He's like, we're family, man. He's like, just get me gift cards or something. I can use them to buy PlayStation games. He's like, but I want to give you really special gifts. And he's like, and I know you'll enjoy this stuff, because he got a PlayStation 5, so I actually helped him get that. And so he was like, I don't need a PlayStation 4 because my PlayStation 5 plays all the games that I play, so I don't need it. And so whenever he's done with a console or games, he just gives them to me, because once he's done with a game, he moves on to play other stuff. He doesn't collect them anymore. He's not a collector. Him and his fiance don't like to collect stuff. So when he's done with it, he gets rid of it. Now this, which I do apologize for the lighting, is my Cyberpunk Collector's Edition I got for Xbox One. Got a really good deal at the game store. Below that, right now is where I keep my X arcade stick, which hooks up to my computer and I can play arcade games through MAME. There's my old Sony VHS player that was very expensive back in the day, but I got it at a thrift store. It's great. I have my Batman Arkham Origins Collector's Edition. And then my Nintendo Switch, which I keep in the case there. And then there's another case of games. And then my Xbox One X with its hard drive. And then we do keep the Switch down here. And then this is my new charging station for PlayStation 4 controllers. I love this thing. My wife and son use the PS4 to watch Netflix, and they stream on it all the time. And the controllers are always dead, so he gave me that as a solution, because I have 4 controllers now, and while they're using other controllers, I can charge them, set them overnight, wake up in the morning, and they're all charged and ready to go, so I love having those. I did buy a DVD remote for them, but the batteries died, so I gotta get some batteries for that, so they can use the remote and stop draining my freaking PS4 controller, because I want to go play a game. Oh, your battery's dead. I'm like, damn. Want to play a game and I can't because the controller is dead. Well, now with that charging station, I'm able to get it charged. So there you guys go. That is my 2022 game room tour. Hope you guys enjoyed it. A lot of stuff in here. Does anybody need this much shit? Of course you don't freaking need this much stuff. But I love it. It's amazing. Video games is a huge passion of mine, and I definitely wanted you guys to get a chance to look at how the game room has changed, because it has changed a lot. There is some mess in this living room in the middle right now. I had to move shit to make room, to move the lamp around and that kind of stuff. So there's some clutter over here, like where my wife has her little plush things, and some other things I had on shelves that I moved so you guys can see them easier. But that is my game room. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, if you guys have a game room tour video on your channel, please let me know about it. And I'll definitely check it out. I'll always love seeing other people's game rooms and what they have set up. I want to thank you guys for watching. Take care. You guys have an amazing day. And Sleepy will see you guys next time.